Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews Beer Haul Video. That's right, this guy has gotten yet again more beer. So, who did I get it from this time? None other than my good buddy Average Joe, as he's known here on YouTube. So, Average Joe and Average Dad were making a little bit of a trip, and they decided to stop into Cleveland to visit me and my wife, and we had a great time. We went to Buckeye Beer Engine, we had some brews, we had some food. We came back here, we did a couple of reviews, which you guys will see soon and very soon. But yeah, so we did an in-person beer trade yet again. Of course, Joe hooked me up like crazy because he's one of the most generous, kindest, most awesome people in the world. So Joe, thank you, thank you, thank you. We had an awesome time with you guys. Hopefully we will see you guys again at some point very soon. But without further ado, we got a lot of beer to reveal. So let's go ahead and start. So the first one I hear is from Upstate Brewing Company, and this is Common Sense. This is what they're calling a Kentucky-style common ale. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have never had this style of beer before, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. It says it's a dark beer that's easy drinking with just a hint of hops. And, of course, it is a local beer. They don't have a canning date on here, but that's okay. This clocks in at 5.3%. I love my canned beer, so very cool stuff. Now the next one I have here, we had a lot of drinking. Okay, I'm just still recovering. This is from Allagash, and this is black. This is their Belgian style stout, clocks in at 7.5%. Now I've never had anything from Allagash. They unfortunately do not distribute to Ohio, and Joe remembered that I hadn't had anything, so he brought me some stuff. Very cool, man. Thank you. I'm definitely looking forward to trying that one. Alright, so the next thing I have here is a very odd ale. This is from OddSide Ales, of course, and this is Granny's Apple Pie. That's right. So, this is a beer. They're using cider, milk sugar, and spices added, supposedly just to taste like apple pie. I don't think they had an ABV. They do have a bottling date of the 4th of November, so like a month and a half old. But yeah, cool stuff. I'm definitely excited to try this one. They make some really unique stuff, so Joe, thank you, thank you. Alright, so next beer I have is yet another one in a can, and this is from Westbrook Brewing Company, and this is their Gose. That's right, if you guys have been watching my reviews recently, I've been doing a lot of Goses. They've turned into one of my favorite styles, especially for after the gym workout. So cool stuff. This clocks in at 4% ABV. And this was canned on the 7th of November. So still pretty damn fresh. Very cool stuff. Looking forward to that one. Joe, thank you, thank you. Alright, so the next one I have here is from Spider-Bite Beer Company, and this is Boris the Spider. This is a Russian Imperial Stout, and it clocks in at 10% ABV. I've never had anything from these guys before, but I love some Imperial Russian Stout, so I'm sure that I will enjoy that. Very cool stuff. Now the next one. This is from Ballast Point Brewing Company. We get a lot of their beers, but unfortunately, Ohio gets screwed in some of their specialty offerings. And this is one I've been wanting to try for quite a while. Joe just grabbed it. I think it's like 11 days old, 10 days old, something crazy, crazy fresh. This is Grapefruit Sculpin. That's right, Grapefruit Sculpin. I love me some grapefruit beers. I love IPAs with grapefruit, so I think that's going to be awesome. And you know what, as an added bonus, just because Joe's that badass, he got us 2 bottles to enjoy. So yeah, that is going to be awesome, man. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so the next one we have here is from Elysian Brewing Company, and this is their Space Dust IPA. That's right. This is 7.2%. I've got to get the door, but I will be right back after the fact. Alright guys, so I am back. The last beer that I reviewed was the Elysian Space Dust IPA. We cannot get Elysian here. This is 7.2% ABV. They're using Chinook, Citra, and Amarillo, so that is going to be awesome. Joe knows how much I like my IPAs, so awesome, awesome. Now this next beer, this is a particularly special one. As a matter of fact, the 2007 vintage was my review number 300, so yeah, you guys should know what this is at this point. This is from, I'm going to try and pronounce it the right way, but Struise. This is Black Albert. This is a 2014 bottle. Of course, this clocks in at 13.9% I'm going to try and review this one a little bit earlier just so I can get a little perspective on something that has a lot of age and something that's a little bit fresher. But yeah, that is awesome, Joe. Thank you very, very much. Alright, so the next one. This is a very special release. This is from Joe's neck of the wood. This is from Resurgence Brewing Company. This is their Imperial Sponge Candy Stout. That's right. Look at that artwork too. That is really, really cool. So it's an Imperial Stout. They are using, it's a take, because I guess it's a sponge cake or sponge candy is like this kind of buffalo type of candy. I've never had it before, but I guess it's like caramel and like chocolate and all this stuff, and it sounds really, really good. It's 10%. It was a limited release that he had to pick up locally. I think this is going to be awesome. I'm excited to try it though, for sure. So Joe, this is special. Thanks, man. I think that's going to be just really, really cool, and I know he was excited to grab it for me. Alright, so this is a very recent release. This is from Dogfish Head, and this is their Raison Dextra. This is a big boy. This clocks in between 15 and 18%. Of course, they're using a boatload of raisins. Now, I've had the base beer for this. I didn't even know that they basically made like an Imperial version of it, but that is going to be really freaking tasty. That is just cool, cool. That's going in the cellar with the 120 and the Worldwide for sure. Now, these next three are, if you guys thought these were all cool, it gets even better, believe it or not. This is from Dark Horse. You can see the wax, so you probably know what it is. This is Bourbon Barrel Aged Plead the 5th. That's right. This is their Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels. Clocks in at 11%. Awesome. The regular Plead the 5th is such a great beer. I can only imagine how good this one is. Joe, thank you. This is a treat, man. I am really, really looking forward to that. Alright, so these next two beers, I feel just incredibly lucky. I'm incredibly grateful, Joe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He worked his ass off for these. He stood out in the cold for 6 straight hours just so he could get these beers. Now, obviously, not just for me. He got a bunch for himself, a bunch for other people, too, just because that's how generous he is. So, the first one that I have to review. This is from Kuhnhenn Brewing Company, that's right, and this is their American Imperial Stout. Check that shit out, guys. That's right, I can't believe I'm holding a Kuhnhenn brew right now. So this clocks in at 12.9%. This is the recent 2014 edition. It's a barrel-aged Imperial Stout. It's aged in bourbon barrels for, I'm not really sure exactly how long. It doesn't say, but that is amazing. Dude, thank you. You know I'm going to love that one. Now the next one. This is also from Kuhnhenn, and this is their bourbon barrel-aged Barleywine. That's right. Now, Joe knows that I love barley wines, especially barrel-aged ones. This clocks in at a massive 14.5%. ABV, again, I'm not sure how long it's aged for. I would assume for quite a while. This is also the 2014 edition. But yeah, so that is 2 Kuhnhenn brews. I've never had anything from them. I hear amazing stuff, especially about their limited releases that are thrown into the barrel. So yeah, that is just badass. Joe, again, thank you guys for coming down. We had an awesome time. Look at all of this awesome beer, guys. That's right, yet more beer to drink. Of course, I'm going to have to call my stun drinker in for a few of these, I think. Shout out to you, Dave. But yeah, awesome stuff. Joe, thank you again. Alright, guys, that does it for this video. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.